Okay, here we have the last Venn diagram exercise with some more algebra. We've got Venn diagram shows information about the pets owned by 40 students. This is supposed to be our universal set, has 40 students. Set C, students who own a cat. Set D, students who own a dog. And it looks like we have some people who don't own a dog. All right, then, I'm going to get my little text thing here, and I'm going to say the universal set has 40. And yeah, okay, I'll slide that over right now. Slide this over to the top, and my little filler here. Fill that back in. Get my text box back, and we're going to get to work. I have some questions at the bottom. Students chosen at random. They own a cat. Work out the probability that they own a dog. Well, I need to solve for that x. So, like before, I'm going to add everything up. I've got x times x plus 3 people who own just a cat, plus 7 people who own a cat and a dog, plus 4x. I'll get rid of that message. 4x are people who just own a dog, and plus 3x minus 6 are people who don't own a cat or a dog, and that's got to be equal to 40. All right, then. Oh dear, it looks like we have a quadratic. I'm going to write that as x. Now this is supposed to be x squared plus 3x. I've multiplied through the brackets. Plus 7 plus, well, 4x plus 3x. I'm doing that right now. 7x minus 6 is equal to 40. Now I'm going to bring everything to the left side and collect like terms. I've got x squared plus 10x, right? That's the 3x plus the 7x. I've got this plus 7 minus 6, that's going to be 1. Then I'm going to take away 40, so that gives me a minus 39 is equal to 0. All right, well, now this needs to be factored. I know I need to multiply two numbers to get 39 and add together to give 10. Well, I'd like to go with 13 and 3. Okay, so if that means that the 13 needs to be positive. So I'm going to go x plus 13 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then I either have x plus 13 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0, or one or the other, or both. When I solve for these, I get x is equal to minus 13, and I get x is equal to positive 3. Now, if I look at the answer of x is equal to minus 13, and I try to put that in somewhere, like even where I have minus 4x, that would be minus 42. I get a negative number. I can't have negative people. So we're going to scratch that answer and go with, our answer is x is equal to 3. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to write, if I fill that in, all I'm really interested in is what's going on in the cat situation. That's 3x plus 3 are people who just own cats. Hold on a second. I don't know how that happened. That was x. I know how it happened. I just got ahead of myself. It's equal to 3 times 3 plus 3, which is equal to 3 times 6, which is equal to 18. All right, let's write that again, 18, because I'm going to grab this and put it up here. I'm not going to cover this up. I'm just going to put this here. Now what I want, work out the probability that they own a dog if they already own a cat. They own a cat. Susan chosen at random. Work out the probability that they own a dog. Hang on a second. All right, we had a little interruption there, but I got things straightened out here in the meantime. I'm going to interpret this as we choose one at random and we know that they own a cat. What's the probability that they also own a dog? So this, I'm going to take my marker here, right? This is going to be equal to, now the total number of people who own a cat, that's 18 plus the 7. That's going to be 25. And the number who also own a dog, out of people who own cats, is 7. And that would be our answer there. And I'm going to get out my calculator. We could take that. But 7 divided by 25 today is 0.28. I probably didn't need a calculator for that, but I used it anyway. 0.28, and we could also write that as 28%. And let's take that as good enough for today. We could have, with our x value here, found out some more information. Like that would be 4 times 3 is 12, plus 7. I'd have in total 19 people who own dogs. But they didn't ask us that, so we're leaving it at that. Hope that helped, and have a good evening.